teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the BYU Cougars and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Guys?
Holly, thank you. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. It's Green. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff, Caden Durham. He's going to lose a yard on that one. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
They're dealing with a second and long. Finding some room. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it. He could make you miss. He could run you over. The injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes.
Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
He'll take it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice...
Breaks into the open. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
Little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Stepping to the right. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. When you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a man, it's Levin. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Motion from the wideout. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw. Flips it out in the flat. Lee gets it in! Touchdown, Tigers!
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting the scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score in this next possession.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Looks like he's going to bring it out. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Finds his man, it's Bachmeier. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication.
Got a little grass. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They'll keep it on the ground, and he could not get loose on the run.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Makes the grab. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got.
And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Maybe a crease. He's inside the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
What a massive play by the defense, knocking it out. That's a country fumble. There's nobody around it, so you scoop that puppy up and you get downfield. It's a huge return and a momentum-changing play.
The RPO, it's complete, and he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. And he tackles him for no gain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Durham. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Back to pass, it's Levitt. He's got it down the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Gets the back moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Makes the catch. It's Casper. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Now adjusting. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Right on target this time. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Martin. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. They'll try to power their way ahead. That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Cougars come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, BYU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that was a big touchdown because it keeps this thing within striking distance now going into the second half. That touchdown there puts so much pressure on the opponent. Guys, we've got a ball game. I can't wait to see how this thing's going to turn out.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 9 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's Ole Miss with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And that's now 5 straight victories. They've really been clicking on all cylinders at this point of the season.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback, but 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to buy time. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Levitt. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. He might want another play. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabs it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Durham. Touchdown, Tigers! They take the lead here in the 2nd half.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. finds his big tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, when he has the strength to get back up, nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
Throws to the wideout. Pass is broken up. It's incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Here's a heat. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Off play action on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got it in the middle, it's Green. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down into the 37. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Levin. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it. He takes...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bachmeier. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back, stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up 3rd.
There's some room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. BYU right back to the line.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with the big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking for a gap. It's Martin. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Runs through a tackle. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars. The Cougars with the immediate response. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the draw, it's Martin. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Wants to fire on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. The short hands, it's Green. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Keeps it on the option. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Looking to throw, it's Botmeyer. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it down the right side. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Cougars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Cougars with the immediate response.
It's just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
The snap sets up to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Looking deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Escapes the pressure going right. He's taking the deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And, man, this is a big 3rd down coming up. What is this offense going to lean on? They've tried the run. They've tried the pass. Hasn't been great. They've got to put something together here trailing the 4th quarter.
Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
Do you remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. On the run, deep down the right side. Leaping grab for a big gain. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Run in the red zone, it's Martin. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Botmeyer. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. On the delay, it's Martin. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Under fire. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. This defense leaving nothing to chance, stripping away and jumping on that football, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
Well, a lot of bad things happening on that play if you're on offense because, 1, you lost yards, but 2, you ran out of bounds. You've got the lead. You want to bleed this clock. It's one thing to lose yards, but stay in bounds. Just go down.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Levitt. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for the squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.